in terms of ego, and of course Nicholas, I'm sure he's had a great meal beforehand, just ready to go.
We'll see if we get some more proclaimed bots after this series.
Yeah, true. Bounties will come out, and yeah, let's talk a bit about the lineups overall. So the Doom carry, something we see from time to time. Satanic will be playing it for the P-Vision side. You talked about how the Spirit can potentially overwhelm the lineup of P-Vision.
So Doom carry is definitely the hero's best role, and he is backed up with a lot of teamfight and also the buff with the Bloodlust later, which does help a lot. So it's not something we can underestimate, but traditionally speaking, the way you counter this hero is with like a fast-paced carry and Aegis. So this is why P-Vision, they also banned out the Shadow Fiend in the first place, but they get themselves Beastmaster, Ledge, Nature Prophet, fast heroes. You take over the map, we can take the Aegis and play ahead. So for P-Vision, I'm really looking at them to try and do well with some of their lanes and look to play through No One, who for me has been, I would say at least in the early to mid game, by far their standout player.
Absolute beast for sure. We did talk about Ducalis earlier in terms of his appetite.
Yeah.
He's playing the Ringmaster, not a hero that's getting through as often as I was used to doing, like, what, a month or two ago? What's happened to this hero? Why are we not seeing it more often?
I mean, the hero, he was really damn good when he, like, first came out. Before receiving a couple of nerfs, they nerfed his little box, they nerfed his dagger a little bit, and I think there's also some stuff that changed in the meta. But in this game, quite good. They talk about it. It's good against the lasso, you have counterplay, it's good against the roars, because there is a lot of single target stuff, right? You can make the Rasta combos, and honestly, they play the Ringmaster really well. It's not a hero we see all that often, but he is very strong in the correct game.
Are you a fan of the other facet that we almost never see?
You mean the little bike?
The unicycle.
Yeah, I love the unicycle.
I do too, but we don't get to see it.
There was actually one game in like a scrim that I saw like a month ago. Somebody just bicycled like to the mid lane and just straight up got first blood after.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
you can cast spells on an enemy. It's only a matter of time before that becomes the facet of choice, as you call it. Getting harassed out of lane a bit for the time being. Of course, talking so much about that, but he gets the whoopee cushion instead. Yeah. Very good one.
And at least for the laning stage, so we have the Lesh mid against the Storm. I've seen this matchup quite a few times, so they both farm, but Lesh definitely has like the early pressure, especially if he does hit level 6 as well, because of Storm. You kind of need that on No One, so we'll see what the supports can get going. What P-Vision have nicely for them is that I would say their 3-man is pretty strong as well. With like the Storm, you have long range with the Willow and the Ringmaster that can follow up, but I got my eyes on the Jotaro Nature's Prophet. The stats of this hero are incredible. It was like, what, 22 and 4? Like, absolute insanity.
One of the best heroes of the last year, and the fact that the facet that everybody was going for was literally deleted, and he still continued to be picked or banned in every game is kind of a testament to the body of the Nature's Prophet. We're going to see a lot of action here. Sapochka in a bit of trouble. He gets the shackle off, but this is an inevitable death for him, and first blood goes to 9 class on the Dark Willow. One of the best Dark Willow players in the game today. And No One, okay. That is a huge solo kill for Larl. Under the cover of the tower, a lot of XP being lost here as well. That is a huge deal for Spirit.
That's back in the bottom, you got Toro.
Ignite, Sprout, gonna get him a little bit of space, but the Bramble is gonna connect as the Shackle's gonna slow them down from Aposhka. Gets the Ether Shock off as well. Lots of action early on, but really the big deal is that mid lane. No One. Bit of a deficit now. Yeah,
I didn't see the start of what happened there, but of course when you tower dive with the Edict, it fully ignores the tower, so once you get onto the Storm, Larl somehow squeezing in a kill there, which is a huge deal. He's level 5, No One did just now hit his own level 4. But into the offlane, you know, as Ducalis.
Whip onto 2, but Ducalis with 4 stacks of sticky napalm is going to drop inevitably. Collapse gets credit for that one. Satanic left to his own devices in a 1 versus 2. They can try to kite him though. He's going to pop his stick, still 6 stacks on top of him. He's coming in as Roof burning eyes of his own accord, it seems. Collapse now getting chased off by 9 class. Another nice Bramble. Collapse has to maneuver around. One more right click might do it. Nope. Needs an additional one, but he finds the distance, so Collapse just barely survives. And he has a Helm of the Iron Will on the way. That's going to be a huge pickup to be able to get some regen in lane. Oh, might be dead. Okay. Ducalis with the style kill. Very nicely done.
This tip I can respect. That's a good one.
Yeah, that was very well played.
To be fair, that's why you need to drop the alt chat line on Ringmaster. I know a clown when I see one. Good old whoopee cushion, blood grenade into the whip combo.
Already a lot of action in every single lane so far. And I mean, with the 6-minute, I know it's only a minute and 20 away, but this 6-minute power run is going to be extremely important. I assume that No One is going to have to start jungling here He's not going to hit 6 beforehand.
Yeah, and they also have to play for the 50-50, as Ducalis taking a lot of pressure from Bad Rider.
That is a very easy kill for Rue. Already level 4.5 on this Bat Rider.
Yeah, he's got
incredible start.
Incredible amount of X. I mean, the problem is post for Bad Rider, he is so strong and like the outskirt of the lane. Like usually where supports play, and it kind of determines who's stronger in the lane. And Bad Rider is usually the king of the jungle. That's in the bot lane. How's this going so far? Snyclass taking a shackle to the face. Should be okay.
Yeah, let's quickly, as we are in between actions here, let's quickly talk about the Ogre Magi picked by DM. Very controversial, very polarizing hero, it seems. What are your thoughts on it?
Honestly, I kind of like it. I feel like when you get it in the lane against like a non-high kill lane, like Nature's Prophet doesn't kill you, he pressures you. Ogre is very good against this because he has high armor, high damage, high HP base region. And when you play against heroes that don't sustain very well, which Nature's Prophet doesn't, like you get your early level 3, you double level ignite them, you build the aura. So I'm a big fan of it, and I think people kind of sleep on Bloodlust as a spell. They have like 2 very good other cores, whereas no one.
Oh, Rue. Yeah, Firefly doing quite a bit of damage. Not gonna be enough for a kill, but just making this annoying for no one to try to pick up that level 6. Finally does so.
Invisibility.
Gonna cover the trees right now. Only level 3 for himself as Larl with the Invis rune. First of the game. So they were definitely aware of this.
They're doing a very good job at damage control. Like when you lose mid, you don't want your mid player to be the one receiving the follow-up damage. So usually you will body him with the support, which is what P-Vision is doing here. You put the Ducalis in the lane, you try to aggro the wave back, make it, you know, give more time to no one, take the pressure away from him. But Spirit still get about half HP off of the tower.
Getting close to the 7-minute mark now. Objective-based gaming. I mean, this is one thing, obviously he did get the kill on the Lesh, but without the Diabolic Edict pressuring the tower, that is one benefit. Outside of P-Vision, you don't have to do that super early as you normally would.
It's only really collapse on the Beast that can pressure the buildings early on. Where, let's see, 7-minute Wisdom Shrine, not too much pressure, as everyone is just pretty happy with what's going on. Both teams trading some stacks in the triangle, both midlaners are farming, you're getting some Wisdom Shrines on both teams, so you know, a bit of a slowdown for the next round. That's 1 minute until the active rune.
Trying to catch up, has that soul ring working on the treads now, and then his counterpart in Larl. Arcane going to be rushing a blink dagger, it seems.
We'll say with what happened, like considering that was a solo kill, no one damage controlled pretty well.
Yeah, I was going to say, absolutely.
Like it didn't really snowball as Ducalis being...
Yeah, already 4 stacks of sticky, but Satanic will make his way over. Self-proclaimed best carry in the world.
Of course.
Just going to call him that from now on.
Yeah, as you should. Good little D-ward from Rue. I mean, I like what Rue is doing. I will say also for him, you know, he's like one of the more newer players, at least when you look at the 10 of this current match. He's doing a lot of good stuff. And a lot of the other games, I was very impressed with the Shadow Shaman. He as well, playing aggressive, pressuring. 8-minute Rune. Who shall receive it?
He'll be bottom as the first doom of the game comes out from Satanic, but he is a bit overwhelmed. Will have to run away in shame. The knife will not connect for Ducalis. Oro did TP for this. Big ultimate down. Does now Collapse can try to pressure this tower.
It's Doom down and Collapse is like, this is one of the best creeps you can get early on, at least when you're looking to pressure. Get the little skelly boys, everyone gets more damage. So you're very happy as Ducalis. The job he was doing in the mid, he's now trying to do in the top lane by delaying the push.
The fact that no one has not done over and over.
Yeah, and only being down 300 net worth is honestly a big deal.
I have seen that transpire so many times after just the one death in the mid lane.
Top tower is under attack.
Kind of expecting it. Sonic going to run into Larl and the Poshka. That's going to be an easy one for Larl to pick up.
This is absolute nightmare, and this is like one of the 2 reasons why I did like the Lesh pick a lot. It's really good against like single target BKB lineup, which I would say Doom is very important, but when you go in later, one Lesh with Edict and his ult running might just push you away.
It's off the roar, but the box comes out from Ducalis, but still, the round tactics are there. Collapse. Let's have the TP now. Big vision. Zip in from no one. Going to the north. Rue actually finds a good amount of distance, but Collapse is who they want. That is the bigger kill. Ducalis gets off the blood grenade, and now the brambles from 9class are enough. No one claims the kill as 9class again will drop to Larl, which is a casual Diabolic Edict. No problem.
Just a little back-to-back for 9class. Rue's gonna walk it off. But I like what P-Vision are doing on them, and this just goes to show you how good teams understand what needs to happen. You take the first hit with Doom, but because Ducalis is behind him, you get to box him, as we have a smoke.
Why? They hexed up. Dive needed again with the post zone. They know the box was coming, so they'll take out the Ringmaster first. I mean, doesn't really have that much mana to speak of, but obviously with the spells on cooldown, he's a little bit more confident.
These poor supports on people. If you run into Larl, like you're just meeting him a little donation.
All right, he's been out here for quite a while. We'll get a nice D ward. Might cost him his life. Down he goes.
Clips him up, but also good early D-warding from Spirit. This is the second ward we see Root take out within so the first 10 minutes. But P-Vision, they do get to hold on their tier 1 tower in the safe lane. The problem is Larl is getting really, really close to his Blink Dagger, and then it's not that easy to save your front line. With Larl, he doesn't have to care about your front line. He can just jump straight in your back line on your support. A couple of underwears are being picked up by both the teams.
Yep, the classic.
It's very good. If you look at P-Vision, so there's a lot of spells, but then the way they need to finish you off is kind of no one. He has to like zip in, get you down, so being able to dodge his attacks, very good.
Radiant are
Lash will be able to claim the tier 1 all by himself, it seems.
Yeah, and Spirit have a good read. They understand, okay, nobody is defending this tower. Let's scan the gate.
Middle tower is under attack.
He's had this doing a few times though, and every game you see your tower at least 3 or 4 times dodge like a smoke move.
Yes.
This guy, he's got the reads.
It is on another level for sure.
Which is why he is the best carry player.
You know, we meme about it. I actually really like that type of confidence coming after the Satan, because I've said maybe in the last year he might be the best carry during that stretch.
But he's definitely up there.
He's been super good.
I mean, he's also, I think this guy's 17 years old.
Yeah, he's like kind of insane. 12 or 13, I think.
Yeah, he looks it, but you know, the thing is, my opinion is not the best carry you
the classic. Public edict again. That's the third time for Larl.
That's just one spell. As I mean, yeah, Larl is having a good game. We'll see if P-Vision can find a way later on to stop this. Because in the next like 10 to 15 minutes, I feel like he's going to continue to have this role. They're taking over the map. They're for now getting every active rune. And the first Roche as well. It should be theirs if things go according to plan.
Finally, we'll be able to finish off that tier 1 mid. Get an arcane rune as that Blink Dagger in tow. The double Midas from P-Vision. So this is all about ramping up and being able to control. If you can defend and not lose too many objectives in the next 10 to 15 minutes, it's going to pay off. Especially with, I mean, you talked about the Ogre Magi. I assume it's going to be going for the Aura build. That will certainly help.
Yeah, it just seems like the most normal build. You go to Midas, you get to start scaling yourself, then you go for the Crimson. Charge as well, pretty good in this game, like more barriers for you and your team. And you kind of got the scale, I would say, on P-Vision. You've got the Doom. You're going to be very strong with like all the Bloodlust being popped in and out. So for Spirit, the name of the game is to speed it up, keep high network going, and look for the first wave. It's quite simple for them. We've seen it, the Massive Serpent Ward, maybe one Beastmaster, Lesh comes over, you get a free Aegis.
True. Haven't seen the lasso as of yet. Blink Dagger will be the big purchase, of course. 1,000 into it now, so not too bad for the position.
That's the spirit!
Satanic Radiance is next on the menu.
The good old classic build.
Tons of ramp up, but once you get there, it starts paying off pretty quickly. That will be the pipe of choice for DM.
Yeah, and this little multicast on his Midas. So DM very happy with the game stalling down. I mean, Yatoro's the one that's struggling a little bit. Of course, he's not too sad, but 5,300 net drift, like bottom of the pack, should change soon as he is getting his Maelstrom rather soon. The bottom of the not really what he wants on the next.
I do feel like this is the hero that he top at some point in the game.
It's kind of profit. Yeah, it's kind of generally what happens at least when you're snowballing. Which for now, I would say P-Vision are pretty happy with what's going on in the last couple minutes. Nothing really happened. You lost 9 class like once or twice. You're getting off a lot of stacks. You're ramping up with your double Midas. Active rune will also go into the hands of no one. Let me see. What are Spirit waiting for? They are about to finish the level 2 Dominator on Collapse, so that's definitely a big deal. It also means that Roche at 1 minute does go into the bottom side, which means we may see Spirit like swap the map, aka flip it. We'll have an Ancient Black Dragon for Collapse very shortly.
That's a pretty big power spike for Team Spirit. The question is, does that align enough with the rest of the lineup to be able to take some fights? Talked about how Yatoro's a little bit behind, and Serpent Ward plays to farm from the post. He's found out though by 9 Classic Company. No one wants a little bit of action here. Actually killed Nightclass. Left, right, and center.
He's not having a good time.
Embarrassing ways, unfortunately for him.
It's like the wrath of nature, the serpent one is just like cleaning him out. But no one, he will be quite happy with the kill. Also, I don't know why it said that Roche would go into the bottom side. It's going to be nighttime and he will go top side, which means Collapse doesn't have to flip the map at all. He can just stay top and then get
I was not listening, of course. Or
That's
I would have
good.
corrected you.
Yeah, of course you would have corrected me because you know how Dota works.
15-minute maelstrom from Yatoro. See if he can start ramping things up now as he works towards the eventual Mjolnir.
Yeah, absolutely should be able to.
This is a hero that it feels like you'll find the farm eventually. You can join the fights and still contribute.
Yeah.
If you want to take them early. Which, I mean, typically Beastmaster is one of those heroes that wants to do that, as we're going to see the roar. Speaking of which,
Yeah, that's a big
Dragon as well. Ducalis easily cleaned up.
So they will lose a little bit of their like overall outer skirt jungle, but I do like that P-Vision. They did get a ward like around the gate area. You can see like the Ancients. Maybe later you can get like Collapse on maybe a smoke. Here we should see the mid-game Roach coming out soon. It's gonna be a active rune timing soon, and it will kind of pair up with this Blink Dagger on Larl. AKA Rue. I'm misspeaking a lot at the moment.
Wasn't listening.
That's
This is the Roche attempt as you were talking about.
Yeah. Be a 3-1.
Serpent Ward just allows this. As long as there's something else to aggro Roche just for a bit. Larl will almost certainly be the one to take the game carrier in the game.
It's really not that easy. As yeah, so that will be your Aegis, 60 minutes in the game, but all your tier 2s for P-Vision are fully intact, which means now with the Aegis, with some of the timings coming out, also the drums, more Collapse, so just more tempo, more speed. Should start seeing Spirit tempo it up a bit.
Larl has the regen rune. Very happy about that as well. Has drums on the way.
Top tower.
Very good timing for him. Extremely strong, along with Larl. Nightclass trying to defend. Of course, probably had some PTSD with some of the deaths that he's had this game. I mean, feels like one spell kills him consistently.
Probably won't see P-Vision go for like a straight up tier 2 defense. They want to like look more to delay it, just like they did on the other tier 1s. Allow your heroes to farm, chill a bit, get the farm going, because you're not that close yet to the pipe. It will come out in like a couple minutes. No one would also kind of like if you can BKB, and obviously like if you would just get to farm and chill, you're very happy.
Solo push for the Black Dragon. Tier 2 will eventually and P-Vision get a deny. For now, like they will.
Yeah, this is a big deal. Because Spirit aren't getting like too much done. I mean, also tier 2, which is nice, but I like the vision that P-Vision have around the map. Like both the ancient sides, both in the top and the bottom.
They're just like
it. I still want to keep it available for now, but then it just gets backdoored.
Yeah, that was an interesting choice.
Maybe didn't expect Collapse to keep some stuff as Mepolsky will place his own lane ward. So there's a lot of side lane pressure coming in.
Wrath of Nature has hit no one. Love tap will zip away. Other rune bottles for Larl. He's gonna flank in with Diamond, but no one. He's getting flat from behind. Really well played from Rue. He read it like a book. 45 seconds now of no storm. Spirit with that Aegis advantage will continue to push. There's the pipe though. That is a big one that we talked about for DM.
Very nicely done by Spirit. It's like a 1-2 punch. You go, you place the lane ward, you see them on the side, you go and you bait it, zip out. As P-Vision, of course. Let's see if one of these wards will come into play as they lose the info seeping into the enemy Ancients. Without no one, maybe not the easiest kill for now. You have to kind of get around onto Yatoro, but they are moving. So let's see if he can read it once again here.
Seen this 1,000 times. Different sides of the map. Yatoro. Mjolnir.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Very orchestrated, very nicely done. Larl. The blind blink. Not able to find any sort of connection. As Spirit sporting a 3K lead. Nothing crazy. It is against the Doom and an Ogre, both with Midases. So maybe slightly, it should be maybe a little bit more than that. All things considered equal.
I mean, considering that they have Aegis, they're still pretty happy. They are getting themselves another active rune, likely in 30. And you do have Rue with the blink as well that can take over the map, but we can tell a lot with the warding that Dota 2 used to be all about the mid control, which is it's not as important anymore. Sure, it still matters, but you can see with all the wards that are coming out, side lanes are so important, because if you control one side lane, you will likely control the gate, which then allows you to go to the second one and just overall control the map. There's P-Vision. They want to strike in the nighttime, one of the active runes.
Yeah, they get scanned out though.
Can't be illusion, actually.
Spirit will take advantage of this. Go for the old Tormentor. Guard to Rue. Best.
If they take over the map more, it could be okay, because he can start sticking up like some of the towers, which is not too bad. And I'm gonna call out a couple of the greedy enchantments. Rue has one with the Tumbler's Toy, which means his 4-staff. He will have a pretty early timing.
Yeah.
And that's quite big, especially against Doom. Like, Doom wants to be able to like choose his own fights, so Bad Rider quite good. It was also the response pick in the draft for them. Very aggressive, setting up the 21-minute Wisdom Shrine.
Indeed. Couple 1 snakes for now from Aposhka. Lots of Essence Rings this game.
Quite good. Who are mainly getting it's also on the Spirit side. It is, of course, very good against Doom, especially. Just up your HP pool. The Doom does come out. So Aposhka just level Wisdom Shrine.
Only 20 seconds left on the Aegis, so doesn't look like Team Spirit looking for a fight at the moment.
I mean, Spirit, they are getting away with quite a lot. Sure, P-Vision, they're getting like the gold and the net worth up, right? But you're dropping double Wisdom Shrine. You're losing, you lost your tier 2, you lost your outpost, you're taking damage on your secondary tier 2. So, I mean, you can find out to counter P-Vision. I'm not yet looking to fight. Yeah. They're looking for the double BKB timing of this sword, plus the Crimson and the Pipe on DM.
This is the cool thing about teams that have played against each other a ton, is there's a lot of little meta games, that even things that we won't be able to recognize. You know, maybe a lot of times the team won't feel confident going late. Seems P-Vision, A-OK, despite being down 7k at the moment. They have yet to align on their power spikes. I mean, we talked about how greedy their lineup is in general, in terms of getting ramped up.
Another active.
Gets caught out in the river. Easy cleanup for P-Vision. All 5 of them in the area, though. Hurricane Pike now finished for Diatoro. He gets that BKB in fighting shape.
Spirit are pinging around the mid towers, just being ready in case P-Vision did want to go push it further. But Tukalis wants to place a more aggressive ward. I mean, they are getting closer to their timing, which would then allow them to, of course, play aggressive. I want to point out some of the itemization. You have a double 4-staff on Team Spirit, which is very good against P-Vision's jump, because they rely on going on one guy. Like, zip in, go on the guy, pull in, follow up, so 4-staff is very good. But also the Nullifier. Almost won by no one there, quick reactions. You have a Nullifier on collapse, which is, we saw that yesterday. Against the Crimson Guards and also against the box base from Ringmaster.
Have we even seen the Crimson Guard? Not built
no,
yet.
It's not complete yet, so the Nullifier
already countered.
Yeah, it's actually already just straight up countered, so not great news for me.
On top, they don't even need the roar. Too much CC for Spirit. They are in pretty good control of the game right now. They will attempt to probably poke the high gun. I don't know if they could fully commit. They do have roar. Applied to him. Terrorize being picked up by 9 class. Gets the first crown off. There's the Crimson.
It was very important for them to like have a more aggressive positioning to like body Mephostia away from the tier 3. Because if he drops his snake, I think they lose a lot of damage on the tier 3.
Shown the Nullifier. Something surprised with now.
It's hard for them to deal with it. I really like this itemization. It's not normal you see a non-blink beast like when you have such a good game, or even just like a Nullifier that gets squeezed in like this, because DM losing a lot of value off of his hero.
I feel like this item is so crazy that it's gonna become normal that this is just picked up literally every game.
I mean, you mean Nullifier?
Yes.
I mean, yeah, it's just way
insane.
Like Dota and itemization, it's a lot about staying alive, right? Like kiting the fight out, and it counters all of this, like just straight up. No 4-staff, no Glimmer, no Solar, no Crimson Guard, whatever you have. Just having this takes like the ability away for the enemy team to save each other. So yeah, I just have to say I love this itemization.
Perhaps waiting for the next Roche. No timer quite yet. Could be in the next 3 minutes or so.
Yeah, Rue is also, he's kind of scouting on one of these aggressive wards that they do have, so they know that 9class is in the area. Using them to return the favor. Collapse.
Yeah, but the lasso, Shadowrealm does come out. Still taking a lot of damage. Is right on top of Yatoro. Damage. There's the Wheel of Wonder. He's going to look right into the eyes. Down goes Yatoro. And it looks like they'll find a third. Actually, sorry, that was the second for Team Spirit.
How'd that happen?
9class, as usual, will be perishing first, but team does win this fight.
Those are some much needed. And this is the nightmare when you are a Nature's Prophet. You TP in for like a little 4 pickoff, and it actually turns into like a bigger fight and you end up dying. And this is during the Roshan respawn. I mean, P-Vision's Rosh is sadly not the best for them, so I don't think they'll be able to squeeze it and like take it out in the meantime. But they can set up the area to allow themselves for an easier fight.
Radiant's middle
M
tower
has a
is
shard
under
now,
attack.
so we'll get that fire shield, which I believe is also dispellable with.
Yeah. It's Nullify is a huge problem.
It really is. You're gonna have to find a way to
Radiant's
jump.
middle tower.
So we'll take the tier 1, which is nice. I mean, another thing you can do, obviously, Nullifier goes only on one guy. Maybe you can, maybe the guy can survive during it, and then you pop the Crimson after. But they did lower the net worth deficit. It went from like, what, 9k to 5k. So good news for P-Vision. They did also claim the enemy tier 1 tower, and both sides have a very identical ward when it comes to their own side of the high grounds around the road trip.
I do believe a Rosh off will occur once both teams are aware that Rosh is up and running.
It should favor Spirit a little bit if like both teams are very safe. So if you have Yatoro, he will just farm the map. He doesn't have to linger around the area. You're going to have beast summons clear out some creeps here and there. They have a lot of gauntlets picked up,
Yeah,
like 3 in a row.
Wow.
Scanning.
Eh?
That was just good damage. Helps out. They're all happy. They all get it. Yatoro, he does want his BKB. Only 200 gold away before this road fight.
It's going to be a big deal. Larl has a BKB of his own, of course, with the S and K, or K and S, depending on who you ask.
How about just Sanjay Yasha?
It's not Sanjay.
I thought you were talking about Mr. Satanic.
No, that's why everyone knows that. Y and S.
Y and S, very cool. Yeah, I think K and S, I like
Dire's
that more.
bottom tower
Okay,
is
and
under attack.
Laps smoked up with a good portion of his team. Of course, like you talked about, advantage of this. Or can just keep arm TP in at any point. 9class in the usual position to sacrifice his life for the potential smoke. He's walking away though.
He's just trying to keep good range. He does, of course, have the Watcher now being taken over, so they fully know that there is a smoke.
Spotted. He is spotted. He's going to get lasso. Pops the BKB. Still brought to the arms of his foe. Just out of reach but has the pipe. Team Spirit will disengage for the time being. They get their usual target in 9class. It's 6th death of the game.
Yeah, Larl is out of... No, he's not out of mana. He's actually on full mana. They did have to use his BKB and the lasso, so P-Vision are currently looking for a little an attack here.
Yeah, he's right out in front. Buyback now from 9class. Will die eventually. Double kill for Satanic. The 2 for 2 if you count the buyback from 9class. Oh, Primal Roar.
Radiant are scanning.
Doom was used, and so were the BKBs on P-Vision side. Not sure if either of them will be able to just finish the Roach in the meantime, as Yatoro will use this time to get the Wisdom Shrine. Heal guards, of course, as well in this game. It's a lot about surviving through the initial jump. And Rue will take the Greedy Enchantment one more time. Little 100 GPM bonus for him, very nice.
Thanks for the update.
You're welcome. I'll update you later when he gets the BKB aghanims and takes over the game. We all know why it will happen. They did lose the ward, but before it died, it did spot out Rue here in the top side.
Nice.
Careful, my friend.
They will. Lasso again. like, yep, sure, I'll come. Towards it, even though I don't get the last hit.
There's a couple of bad support matchups, and Bad Rider versus Willow is definitely one of them. All the ground target stuff, your Phoenix, Bad Rider, LeShRAC, is not what you really want to play against.
Yeah, Lesh destroys this hero.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
It's a hard matchup for 9 class. I mean, like I said, one of the best Dark Willows in the game today. Not much he can do.
He's kind of taking the pressure away from his team.
Radiant's bottom
So,
tower
you know,
is
if he
under
dies,
attack.
sure, whatever. He can just use his spells later anyway. And I like that T-Vision are looking for a couple of Lotus Orbs. They do have one on the Clown already. So it's very good against, it's good against the Roar, good against the Rasa, good against the Lasso as well.
We're still waiting to die.
They have a very good ward behind the jungle as well that all of them
Extremely fast. The Belch comes out, so P-Vision are aware. Members in the vicinity. Ignite is coming, BM. We're gonna casual ignite. Yeah, this is Rose Banner. As Yatoro ready to fight, so he's the one to hold the agents this time around. About to finish his Orchid. At that BKB, he is ready to go.
They're getting some big stuff. You get the Aegis, you're gonna get the BKB on Rue as well. You just got a gem on the Pochka, which means map for P-Vision shouldn't spring a bit here. And at the same time, you get this Orchid with the Aegis. I mean, they're picking no one, right? Not easy skill. Like with this Aegis Orchid combo, it allows Yatoro to play very aggressive in the fight. Like he could even look to just TP into the backline. Orchid, one of the supports. I mean, of course, Ducalis, he does have a Lotus to save himself, but he's getting stunned or anything, he will straight up die to him.
An eventual Bloodthorn for Yatoro into, it looks like a Silver Edge. Momentum again will go the way of Spirit. One shard on their entire team, so this one goes to Collapse, so he gets the extra Hawk.
Yeah.
Not bad.
It's decent, especially in like a prolonged fight or whatever, you can force out some BKBs, or if the BKBs go down. It's pretty good.
Like the one that they would, I mean, I don't know if it's possible actually. Larl probably has the best shard of the group, I would assume.
I would say the Pochka shard is nice, because then you can just like pop your Glimmer, you can pop your Gale Guard, your Lotus during the foul play. Maybe you survive longer against like the Storm.
And then for sure, but yeah.
Yeah.
The group up from Spirit, 3.5 minutes on the Aegis. They can get out of it.
I do like that P-Vision are like controlling areas. It's all what Dota is about, especially in the mid to late game. Because if you just allow Spirit to walk down a lane, drop down the Serpent Ward and the B summons on a tier 3, you're gonna be in a bit of trouble. So you need to make it like not easy for them to like take over these next areas.
Rue is going to be the biggest thorn on the P-Vision side now.
Yeah.
Has the BKB, is already been doing an amazing job without it.
And the other thing, if you're P-Vision and you don't protect your wards or your areas, they will all die. Because Spirit, they're up AK gold, they will slowly like push forward on the map, and they have a gem. Whatever you don't protect, of course, it will be cleansed.
Lotus from 9 class absolutely could change a fight with the Lasso.
And there are two of them. Like even if a guy gets lassoed, if you pop the Lotus on him, like sure you don't dispel it, but maybe you dissuade Collapse from following up with a follow-up Roar, or you just dispel like the Sticky, whatever it is later, or you kind of make it hard for him to post the combo. It is very, very good pickups.
Collapse. I feel like he had the Blink Dagger as a second item queued up and has continually changed his mind.
Yeah,
now it's the 5th or 6th item.
Yeah, at this point you probably want to get it. The enemy team is only dodging you, but I like his other itemization. Of course, the Nullifier team is very tough. So Panic haven't talked about him like too much in like the last 5 to 10 minutes, but top of the net worth with the Doom, yet to die in this game, full Satanic.
Best carry.
Yeah.
Told you. He has his namesake, like you said. And he has the Wolf Pack aura, so we'll be packing a punch. The Harpoon on top.
He
Doom
deals
carry.
Yeah, he deals a lot of damage. The Wolf aura, like you said, his innate as well. The only one that's higher level than him is Yatoro, so that's the only one that doesn't trigger against. But anyone else he hits, that's a bonus 25% damage onto them.
From Spirit. Haven't really done that much with this Aegis. Feeling confident now, though, it seems.
1.5 minutes left.
9 class. Matters not, because Larl hits W. Forestar finds a nice hack on the other side with the shackle follow. Yatoro TP's in as well. Has the right click damage, absolutely. No one killed off. Huge kill for Spirit.
9 class, but you traded out for Larl's BKB, but Makoska is going around the window trying to limit himself up, and just him and Yatoro, they take like no one.
It's gonna hurt. So tier 2 down in the mid lane now. Panic actually kind of closes one, jump in here. He's spotted out by the free hand. Press on the high ground. No one does have buyback. 9 class back up in 8 seconds. Panic is gonna get inside the trap. Seconds off the deck for Larl. The rest of Spirit are trying to get the hell out. Maposhka is inevitable for him as well. So 2 dead for Spirit. Buyback, of course, forced out from nowhere.
Radiant's courier has been
That was a huge hold and very, very close.
That's satanic usage.
He lived with like 200. I mean, he hits really hard. When he hits anyone that's lower level than him, he healed to like more than half HP immediately.
I mean, if he didn't have SNY, he dies 100%.
Oh, for sure.
Status resist definitely saved him.
Even like the small stuff. Sure, the box gets dispelled and everything, but it's still like a 0.1 sec. I'm sure there's also uphill misses coming in here from Yatoro.
And the reflected loaded, or the reflected lasso rather. Whoa. Man, that was as close as it gets. Even the roar expended on top, and not enough from Spirit. And this was a huge hold for Fusion. Of course, like we said, did cost the buyback for no one.
Yeah, still
well worth.
Yeah, very important. You get to hold against the Radiants and against the draft where you kind of know you will be behind against Team Spirit. Like with a lot of the tempo that they have going in this game, it's no surprise. And Satanic living through this, more levels, more network being given his way.
And finally going to be opting for a Linken here. Names?
Yeah, Lotus and Linkens are really good in this game.
Oh yeah, for sure. Get rid of Linkens with. I mean, what would you even use? It takes time.
It's annoying.
You pretty much like have to use a hex, which is infinite, but that's a big spell.
You're probably gonna have to expand the Bloodthorn on Yatoro. Maybe like Blink Lightning Storm on Larl.
Or Force Staff, potentially.
Yeah, it's hard for like the Master to do it without Blink, without Force, like just jumping. You're basically asking to die.
What his innate's for, yeah.
Well, I guess so.
Another grouping from Spirit. Want to force the issue.
Get a couple of OD staffs into the game here with the tier 4 items being popped out.
Everybody keeping the greed with tier 4?
Let's have a look.
Really interested to know.
Well, Mr. 9 class, he knows. He's holding on to it at least for now.
Yeah, because he's in the fountain half the game.
He's dead half the game, so it's very good for him.
He needs that badly. Vision, smoke. Titanic, 0 and 3 right now on this Doom.
This is a very common smoke. Active rune smokes usually will hit. But
Titanic actually blinks in with the Lotus applied.
But it is an amplified damage rune. I think you let Titanic model this one, don't you?
Arguable, yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
On no one as well, but yeah, he will.
Like DD with the innate, and Satanic is already like higher level than nearly everyone apart from Yatoro. If he gets to hit, you are dying real fast.
Yeah, you have to worry a bit about the bottom side of your base though. I mean, that's a lot of damage to that tier 3. The Golem does eventually fall. The Baron picked up for collapse. Game just got so much trickier for Spirit with all these Lotuses. That Lotus kind of looks like the fire shield. That's like at first glance, it's
you're gonna get a lot of spells reflected in this game, and there's no way around it. I mean, a lot of the times you have to do it anyway. They did try in the last fight, of course, on Satanic.
He used the damage room.
Yeah, he used it when he TP'd in. Maybe he thought like, okay, I need like my harpoon, otherwise it's hard to fight. So no, Spirit gets to live through the amplified damage for now. And I like the Boots of Bearing. It's a lot about like kiting the Doom, kiting the early BKBs, trying to run away from that.
Jumped on by Satanic. The BKB allows him to not be harpooned back, so he's just going to walk away. That's a big spell down now for P-Vision.
So there is definitely a time where they have it as Yatoro is nearly straight on top of no one. Yatoro, he loves this item. Like Silver Edge, just giving you more mobility and also like just more threat on the map. He uses it incredibly well.
The fact that you can TP within is crazy. Yeah. The reflected fire blast for DM. Fire flash is very squishy as a result. Now goes the Ogre Magi, and he does not have buyback. This is a 5 versus 4 in favor of Spirit.
Oh,
I think this is maybe a roast play then. You don't have the roster board anyway.
It does look like it. And it will hop back to the Radiant side. I mean, this game will be all about like the first 2 to 3 seconds of a team fight. If you parry Vision, Spirit's itemization, you have Bloodthorn Nullifier. It's like the most deadly double item combo because you're not going to be safe. You're going to take bonus damage. He's already free damaging them.
Yeah, that's good. Good play.
Go Pulse Nova it up.
They don't have a technique, so that's the best they can come up with.
Yeah. Could start sticking him and everything, but Roshan will of course die very quickly with the Bloodthorn available.
This is refresher charge. He belches directly and then flashes it off. Stick slotted and it's an absolute beat now.
Now the question is, do you give it to the Polish or do you double back? So they have different ideas.
At the last of the game, 9 times repeat as Hex gets killed. Does have buyback here, as DM actually got his buyback during this death timer.
They also got the gem back from this kill on 9 class, so all of the earlier feeds didn't really matter too much, but you can get the gem. That certainly does matter. Well, 26 now on Yatoro as well.
I mean, it's not the old Nature's Prophet with the big tree.
I mean, that was so disgusting.
That was in the game for about 3 patches longer than I thought it would be.
It was so long in the game that people knew that the moment Nature's Prophet was like 24, okay guys, we need Midas, Dagon, Helm of Dominator.
Yeah.
You go AFK at the racks now.
Dagon has never seen so much. Collapse. Against the range, it's relatively easy. The rest of the creeps cleaned up though. Actually not too big of a deal at the moment. I mean, even the melee, I would say at this stage of the game, not that big of a deal.
No, it doesn't matter too much, but of course it is like a small build-up. I mean, the problem is you have to be very scared on the map because if there's any split second where you get lassoed back into a Hex, a Bloodthorn Nullifier, like you will straight up die. And in the meantime, Yatoro, he can just vacuum the whole map because he can play with zero pressure, where they kind of need to hug each other quite a lot.
In the backpack of Yatoro, by the way. And he's going to be going for Linken Sphere. I don't know what he's backpacking, like the BKB back into the backpack, Linken Sphere in or something.
I think that's what you can do. You could also like Silver Edge into the fight and swap it out before you feel like you're getting out of it, put in the data list. Mr. Satanic did lose his courier, so he will not have, what is that, Swift Link that he won't have for a bit. It didn't matter, but not a crazy big deal. Does have his own 25 talents, of course.
Is it time for him to get his own nullifier, take apart the Radiance? I feel like the Radiance is dropping off in this.
Yeah, it would be good. I mean, yeah, he has problems sticking on top of people, so...
Gets the roll off.